Welcome back to my channel, guys, and welcome back to Diablo 4. Now, I do want to tell you, I've been trying my best. Those who have seen my videos before, they know I'm trying my best to make my own build work. I created my own build, and I'm trying to make it work as hard as I can. We know my build is lacking power. It's lacking DPS. I know that, and I have worked on it. This is old footage. This is not where I'm at the moment. I am way further than this, but I'm just showing in comparison how I made it to World Tier 4, my power level. You know, I could stand up to strong enemies, but I don't necessarily obliterate them, which is concerning. The thing about the sorcerer is that the flame, the incinerate, is not his strongest. As a matter of fact, I'm playing incinerate because I like it. I think it's fun, and I basically compiled all the skills I like, which is a lot of conjuration skills. I want to be a round out sorcerer that has all the elements. So I'm trying my best, and I think I achieved. I'll show you later on in the video, but I think I achieved something quite special for me, because for me it's all about, what's the point of playing something you're not enjoying and you don't like? So I went all in with the skills I like, even if they're the weakest skills in the game. I'm going all in, trying to make it work as best as possible. So now in the rest of the video, I'm gonna show you where I'm at so far, and I put a lot of work into this build, a lot of breaking my head, thinking about the aspects and where to put what and how to make it work. So as you can see, I obliterated this guy right there, and after I reach a certain threshold, which is after I completed the season pass, I said, you know what? I completed everything. There's nothing else here. What's $10? I might as well get all these rewards. They only cost $10, and I like the game. So I went ahead and said, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this with style. And we're going all in. Now I went to test my new worked on power, and I went in under the Tree of Whispers, and my DPS, in my opinion, my DPS is way better than it used to be. Like, this is the fastest I have defeated this guy. This is World Tier 4. This is the fastest, the highest DPS I could manage so far. I'm only level 90. There's 10 more levels to go to max out. I'm only level 90, and I could take this guy down, no problem. But as you can see right there, when he gets a clean hit on me, bro, it devastates. He could take a huge chunk of my life, but I could take it, no problem. Easily defeated in a few minutes or seconds. So it's only obvious I take it to the next step. And let's go fight the penitent one. So I go in, and obviously we set our items on the altar to summon the penitent one. And we're ready for this. We're ready. We already took him on. We're ready. Then we throw all my conjurations, which is the build I decided to do and I love. And I threw all my conjurations, and we're doing quite a bit of damage really quick on him. Like, the damage, his life is just drained down. At the same time, I'm trying to avoid those lightnings, and I'm trying to keep my mana up as much as possible. by not overusing Incinerate, because it will eventually drain my mana if I'm just fighting a single target. So I'm trying my best here, and I feel pretty confident. Now, I did get a comment on YouTube that somebody said, if you could defeat them, no problem. If you could defeat them too, then for sure you're ready to take it to the next level. And you know what? I feel pretty confident in that. So I'm gonna demonstrate my build right here. This dummy, and as you can see, is just conjurations, is fire, ice, and lightning, and it concentrates mainly on burning damage and vulnerability. My pet construct is essential for making everything vulnerable, and I think I do quite a bit of damage right here. I just wish the firewall would proc more. I gotta see how I can make that work, because when firewall is on, like, the damage output is way higher. And if I keep going and I keep going, my damage output just keeps going up and up the longer I go, which is not realistic completely, because you're not just standing there, because my shield runs out. So when my shield runs out, I have to evade, I have to move around and you know, avoid all the boss mechanics. So my gear is not perfect. This is the best gear I found. It's not even level 900, and I cannot avoid using these boots. So as you can see right here, there's a lot of barrier stuff that increases my armors, a lot of vulnerable damage, burning damage, but everything is in the 800s, because I've yet to find level 925 gear. So I got the best, I'm keeping the best rolls I could possibly find with all of these vulnerable damages, and Tal Rashas, of course, is a must. And I'm just keeping, you know, the stats I need, like lucky hit chance and vulnerable damage, is essential. And complementing all the skills I like Ice Blades and Hydra. Over here on the Paragon board, well, actually, let's show the skills first. The skills, I'm still rocking my OG build I decided to do, which is Arc Lash and Incinerate. I have it all the way up. And, you know, some defensive skills. I switched up to Ice Armor instead of Frost Nova, because I need barrier, I need survivability. And barriers for the sorcerer is it obviously increases my vulnerable damage. Conjurations, my whole build is based around conjurations. The conjurations is my bread and butter. I use for cooldowns and for stuns, and then I increase the damage of the conjurations. Like, conjurations is it, and of course more defensive skills, because we need more defensive skills. We're a sorcerer, we're squishy. Now, moving on, I did add firewall right here. I add firewall to my build, which is a new thing, but it's because of the burning damage. Burning damage is essential, keeping them burning. And then, of course, all the passives for fire damage. And then I switch this up to combustion for more damage. So over here, now we go to the Paragon board. And, you know, the basics, I decided to go with Elemental Summoner first. Then I went with, let me see, Searing Heat, because of the fire damage, pyromancy skills. And then I went over here for vulnerable damage to increase my vulnerable damage. That is, my build is around a lot of vulnerable damage. I try to increase anything that's vulnerable. Now, the flaw with my build definitely is the Paragon board. You have to increase these Paragon nodes. the glyphs. You have to increase the glyphs, the Paragon glyphs. And you gotta increase them to max out your damage and your resistances and all this. I tell you that's where I'm lacking. You have to run so many nightmare dungeons to increase that to max level. And I don't know if I got what it takes to dedicate all that time and effort. I don't know, guys. But let's just test it out how we are right now. What could possibly go wrong? So, I'll tell you what. My build has got a high DPS, and it's got nice barriers. As long as I got my barriers on, I'm gonna resist. I'm unkillable. All I gotta do is take advantage to avoid anything that could hit me while my barriers are down. That's pretty much it, and I'll survive. All I have to do is play it smart. So obviously the only way I could test this is by what they told me. If I could defeat the other two bosses, then I'm definitely ready for the next boss. And the next boss, if you already know the game, you know where I'm going. I'm going to test my build against Durio. Now I'm gonna try my best to solo him. I'm gonna try my best to go in here. And I think I have a high DPS, so getting damage to him is not gonna be a problem. I'm so ready to take him down. Plus, there's a wand that I really want that he has. I'm pretty sure he has it because I think it's a uber unique one, which increases my incinerate. It's a wand based around incinerate, and I want that wand so bad. I'm gonna try my best to get it. And you know what? All these enemies are level 100. I melt them down, no problem. I melt down bosses. I might not be the strongest build in the game, but you know what? I can do this. I'm pretty damn competitive. So let's see. Let's get ready to face one of the big guys, the big kahunas. Let's use a potion before that. I don't want to just go in, and I left all my potions. I'm not going back, so I'm just gonna use, use critical strike chance. I think for 8 for now. That's good enough. Let's get into it and see what this guy has got to bring. Now, hopefully, he's just as easy as the other two. We got the necessary requirements to fight him. Let's get ready and see where this guy is gonna come out. Oh. Of course, they're poison. My greatest weakness, poison. Oh, snap. Okay.
I'm not ready.
Okay. Okay, this is not good, guys. This is not good. Alright, strategy time. Strategy. We're gonna go with a strat. We're gonna concentrate on one of them first. Let's do this. What we gotta do is avoid those poison. Avoid those poisons. Oh, it's him. He came out. Nice. Oh, I don't think I'm doing much damage. And that's not good. Okay. We have reached a problem.
Hello.
You know what? I think I'm good. I definitely put a lot of effort into creating my build. But I'm not sure, and I don't think I'm gonna keep pushing forward. just the time and effort. I still have so much ahead of me, so many dungeons I have to do, so much gear I have to perfect. There are people out there that I don't know how they do it. Those people are really a pillar of determination, and I gotta give it to them. That's why they're the best. But I'm glad at the same time that I pushed through all the way to the end with my build, that I didn't have to do the meta or push for any guide to tell me how to do things. And I'm sure, 100% sure actually, that if I change and I look for a build or meta or something, I'm sure I could try the lightning ball build or whatever, and I could defeat the last boss. And I might push a little further and change my build to one of those metas, and I'm sure I could do it. But I don't want to do it because it's about what I like doing, how I like to play, my build. Right now, it seems like I hit a firewall of my own. But am I gonna give up? I'm definitely playing next season. I'll be here. And the community has been very supportive. I appreciate you guys. But for now, if I'm gonna keep going, is yet to be seen. But I'm pretty happy, and I love this game. So I will definitely be around. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are legends. And I'll see you guys next time on Diablo 4.